What is it? Oh, it's a big bass. How was about that? Good morning everyone. On this video you join me on the white light here in Barbados. A nice early start. I think it's about 5:30 in the morning. Well, probably about 5 actually. We got a high water at 7:30, so we're going to fish a few hours up and then fish a couple hours down then. So we've got a couple other guys come up now, well 3 other guys. So we'll hopefully we'll find some fish along the way. I just got my first rods out there, so stay tuned and see how we get on. Well, first cast, and I got a nice bite on my right hand rod and a nice slow pull over, and it went all slack then. Yeah, something's there. It's on a squid, this one I think. Not bad for first cast, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's something on there. Don't know what it is though, I don't feel particularly big. Don't know whether it's a dog or a little eel, because it was quite aggressive when I was holding it just then. We shall soon see. Going right quite quick. I don't know if it's a hound. Ah, so I'll get on film.
Sure?
Yeah. I think it's a hound. What is it? Oh, it's a big bass. Nice bass, everyone. Happy days. Oh, not bad to first cast, eh? Sweet. That was about that for a start. Chill, mate. Get my phone now. Wow. That was about that. Well, there she is. A stunning bass. Haven't had one like this for a little while off the beach, you know. Taking on this whole squid there. See how well that circle ducks in. They're not going anywhere. Hooks out. Check him out. Lovely fish. So there's a big lice on his fin there. See that? On the back of it? There. Weird looking things. Get it off. Got to be fair though. It ain't going back. I would be taking that home. Happy days. Well, what could be better than first cast? Nice bass. So let's get it on weight. Let's get it weighed. See how big he is. Or she. I ain't got a clue how to tell the difference between a male and female bass. Not a jar of clue. Let's see what he is. Probably about, I don't know, 4.5 maybe. Not massive. Well, still look like my skills won't work anyway, but I'd probably say about 4.5 pound. Well, 4.5 pound. It's not the thickest fish, but happy days. Not a bad start at all though. Lovely fish though, isn't they? Can't be wrong. Can't go wrong with that. Size on his mouth. But anyway, I'm going to get that rig baited back up now. Get this fish humanely dispatched because, like I said, he ain't going back. It's not the thickest fish in the world, but I thought it was a hound that was coming in then because it was banging away. And then as it come in close, it started going right. So, you know, I thought, hound. But I know what I prefer. A lovely bass. Happy days. We'll get that rig bait back up now. Send them back out there. Just baiting up my next rig, ready to go. Gonna go with a strip of mackerel. So the ones that I caught off Barry. I just basically filleted them up, froze them down. I vacuum packed them to freeze down. Had them when we went out on my my good mates Daniel Crump. Just got a Horton Road angling in Barry. We were on his on a boat the one afternoon, and we had absolutely stacks of them. Stacks on stacks of mackerel. It's all faded off now though, which is kind of nice in a way because hopefully it's going to allow the channel to sort of get back into its usual motions, and fingers crossed the rays will come back on the feed properly because it's been quite tough recently just because it's gone so clear, and then obviously with the mackerel there's so much food in the channel for them. It's just it gets tough going then. I'm just going to not going to put a big bait out because there is a bit of tide there now. So nice aerodynamic bait. Obviously it casts better, and then obviously sits in the tide better. Got to be quite delicate with this mackerel though, because it's so soft. Because they're mainly feeding on the sand eel that are in the channel, and you'll find when they are feeding on the sand eel and sprats, they are very soft. So it doesn't take a lot to mush them up. Another bait pretty much ready to go. There we go. The bait ready to go there. And for today, using my usual long up and overs, 50-pound hook links. Is that a bite? There's a bite of weed on my right rod there. But yeah, 50-pound hook links, and then an 80-pound backbone, leading down to a 7-ounce lead, which hopefully gets it out there on a fish's dinner plate. I'm not expecting a massive amount of fish today because, like I said, the channel's been quite tough fishing. But I can't be wrong. Had a wicked start with a nice bass. So anything else is a bonus now, really, isn't it? But there it is. Nice, lovely mackerel bait ready to go on the up and over. So I'll get this clipped up on the stand now. Probably give it. They haven't been out long. Give it like 5-10 minutes and give them rods a change, freshen them baits over, and see what else we can find. Well, I just had a lovely run off the stand. It's quite a bit of line actually. Can't remember what bait it's on though. Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. Eggs out. Fish on. Yeah, it feels like a hound. Pretty sure this is on straight squid, I think. Yeah, just swimming in with me now, so I'm guessing it's a hound. Shot leader's just come up now. That's got to be a hound. Yep. Only a little one. There's a hound. Well, as you can see, I got my hound and a massive ship behind me. The size of that boat. You can see he's digging on the squid there, look. Same as a bass. Whoa, not happy. Oh, my mic come off then when I was down there, couldn't feel on. That was a big boat, isn't it? Big old boat. Oh, chill, mate. Hooks out. There we go. Nice smooth on. Another species for the session. Can be quite a good mark for hounds on here on this day. It's only a small one, but nice fish, all the same. Well, I'm going to get this back now, get my rod straight back out there and hopefully find another one, or a bigger one. Just like a little shark, like a little Welsh bronze whaler, a toothless bronze whaler. It needs some dentures, ain't got no teeth. That's that mackerel bait out there. I just showed you baiting up. You see the boat behind me going into Barry Harbour, Barry Dock now. It's mad the power of them tugboats, just to obviously guide the boat into the actual lock. He's obviously just keeping tension on the back end of the boat there, on the stern, to obviously guide it in, stop the back end obviously swinging around, obviously slow it down actually, probably more so to slow it down actually. But big old boat. Just baited up another rig ready to go. Going with squid again, seeing as after the two fish have come on. But I'm trying to be more persistent with the fish baits. So obviously it'd be nice to catch a ray. But as you can see, I've got a rod on my, well, down the rocks there. There's a third one. Just basically got a 2-hook clip down over the edge. Been getting a few little pulls on this one actually. I'll give him a check. Yeah, that 2-hook, I literally just flicked it off the front of that breakwater, and obviously it's just come around the tide. Just see what any of the species we can catch on that. No, nothing on here. Yeah, it's definitely giving little pulls earlier on. I don't know whether it was a bit of weed on the line or what, but he was doing something. I'll soon see when the bait comes in. That's not a good sign. The rig is absolutely tangled. Tends to get very tangled with little eels, but that's definitely not ideal. I think that's just as it was sinking, the hook link spun up the shock leader there. Well, that wasn't fishing, was it? Try again. There's my next bait ready to go now. Majority of a squid, about 3/4 of it I'd say. Basically it's a bit of head and a bit of the mantle left. And then rod wise, as usual, got my Tronics Pro Competition Match GTs. Reels, I got the Pen Fathom lever drags. Gotta get them magged. They're the single speed ones as well, by the way. I have got some of the twin speeds, but currently using the single speeds. But you gotta get them magged, because otherwise they're too fast. Gotta get them magged to make them controllable. Yeah, let's get out there and see what we can get. I think something's on here. Don't feel very big though. Probably one of our favourite doggies. Oh yes, it's a doggy. Gotta catch at least one. The fabric up my line. Get that off. Oh, he swallowed it right down, look. What a minger. Well, that's another species, I suppose. But he's swallowed that bait right down. Sometimes though, it does pull out quite easy. Like so. Basically grab the line and just pull it back down the length of the fish. And a lot of the time he just pulls out straight away. Yeah, obviously I won't show you much more of the doggy because it's a doggy. And we'll get that rod straight back out there. Next up going out is a double sand eel. So I'm hoping there's a ray out there. It's got to be a ray out there somewhere. There we go. Next bait ready to go. Double sand eel. I send it out there. Safe to say that is out there. Safe to say that is out there. I just went to change my bait and I reeled in both my rods at the same time, all tangled, and someone else's rig, and little bull ass. Right, tighten that ratchet up a minute. A little baby bull ass. The species for the day. I thought it was on the other rig, but it's not. It doesn't mind. On a squid again. Let's get that hook out. Get out of it. Just tough skin on these on the bullets. There he is. Little baby bullhuss. Only a small one. That's another species though. That tide's just turned now, so fingers crossed we might get a few more fish, but that's a fourth species of the session. Not bad so far. There's a nice bass. Nice bass, a hound, huss, and a doggy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Considering with the fishing in the channel at the minute, it's quite slow. Not bad. But I'm going to get this back now. Get that rig untangled, get a bait back up ready. So hopefully we get a few more fish out now. Now that the tide turned. But yeah. Say bye bye, hussy. Let's get him back. Well, I was just faffing around putting a new battery in the camera, and I looked up, my line was literally dead slack. I picked it up and it had a nice bite. As you can see, got me another hound. Same again on the squid. I didn't even bring crab with me. If I did, I'd probably have had a few by now. Although squid does work quite well for the hounds, you'll find. There's 3 squid heads. Common, this one. There we go. Away. I love these things. Another nice hound. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. Still no monster. Probably about £6, maybe 7. No, yeah, about £6 I'd say. But there we go though. Another nice fish for the session. That's 2 hounds, a bass, a huss and a dog so far. If only we had the rain out. Be wicked session. But there we are, another Bristol Channel smooth hound. Well, I'll get him back now, get that rig bait back up, and hopefully get a ray. It's now been an hour of the drop so far, and only had that one. Oh no, see, there's 2 fish now on the drop. That little huss and that hound. What I have done now though, my 3rd rod that I did off the front there, I put a little 3-hook flapper on, little size 2s, little bit of little strips of mackerel and squid, and I just put it in the harbour behind me. See if there's any other species in there, because in close off the front there, the baits were getting stripped really quick, so I just reeled it in off there and stuck in the harbour. Normally tend to get a few, you get quite a few whiting, pouting, straps in there. There is sole in there if you do fish for them. Not loads, I wouldn't have thought, but I have seen them caught. I've had flounders in there. There definitely is bass in there, a lot of mullet in there. So what I have done in the past, when it's a really strong southerly wind and it's basically in your face on here, I've come in here and just fished just on the ledge there, and just fished little small hooks, bits of worm, fishing in the harbour. And it's surprising how many species you can catch. Nice bit of fun if the weather's, well, if it's a nicer day but it's really windy and you can't get out anywhere else, at least you can it's just something to rely on, really. It's a bit of chilled fishing. Not expecting to catch anything much big in there, but sometimes it's not all about catching big fish. It's just nice to get out for a few hours. Anyway, have another go with a squid. It's pretty much what everything's come on this morning. Both the hound, the bass, and the husk were on squid, and then just that one fish on there's the one doggy on the mackerel there. So I'd be a fool not to use more squid. I think I've got about 3 left. So yeah, there's another bait ready there. I'm gonna give it another, I don't know, hour and a half maybe, and shoot off. Well, I'm quite limited with my time anyway, because if any of you don't know where you park, I'm on the top of the hill by Jackson's. I can't actually remember the name of the road actually. No, I can't remember, but where you park at the top of the hill, you've only got 2 hours parking there, but that only starts from 9 AM till 9 PM. So like this morning, high water 7:30, I've then got until 11 o'clock to get back to the car. So that's why I do tend to fish this in the early mornings, because you can fish quite a bit of the flood if you like, if you don't mind getting up early, and then fish a couple hours of drop then. Obviously the same in the afternoon. Say you got a higher water at like 11, you can then fish it obviously a couple hours of the flood and then a few hours of the drop then, well, as long as you'd like of the drop. So just something to bear in mind. There is another spot to park apparently where you don't get booked, where you can park for as long as you want, but I'm not exactly sure where that is. Apparently it's up the top of the hill somewhere. There's like one of the roads that turns off, one of the side streets there. I'm not sure which one it is. But yeah, been a tidy session though so far. Give it a bit longer now, and well, that tide you probably ought to see now on the rods if you can see them. The tide is absolutely screaming through. So I'll give it a bit longer and probably make a thought about packing up and going home, get some food, because I am starving. I do all the time, I never take food when I'm fishing, and I should. And I'm just sat here starving. So I'll stay for a bit longer and go get some grub. Well, my last cast, bringing them in to end the session, and that is wedged right in. If you are new to fishing and you get snagged, don't ever, if I show you actually, so loosen that drag off. When you do try and pull for a break, don't ever try and pull like lifting the rod right up on itself like that, because you'll get to a point where the rod will go back on itself, and if it's a slightly soft tip, you'll actually snap it, because there's only so much the rod can bend, and obviously as it bends back on itself, you run the risk of snapping it. And even then, if you're pulling like that, you just put more pressure on yourself rather than the actual rod, well, the line, to actually break it off. When you see it with people, even if catching big fish, they'll have a big fish on, and they pull it right up to there, as far as they can possibly pull it, and then by the time they give into the pressure to start reeling in, they just wasted all that energy because obviously the rod's gone back down to there before they start reeling. So if you are stuck, just reel it as tight as you can get it. Just like you drag up, as tight as you can go. Put your thumb on the spool, or if you've got a fixed spool, I just put my hand on the actual top of the spool to take the pressure off the reel, and just walk it back. Just putting your rod straight and it should snap like that. That did snap quite easy, mind. I think I lost a lot of line. Yep. A lot of line. Must have been a little nick of the line. It is good when you are beach fishing to change your line a fair bit if you are often. But obviously, realistically, you know, well, myself, busy with work, trying to get out fishing, as you're making rigs and that, the last thing on my mind is changing. I should change it more often. I should. Or more often than what I do. But some of these are going to get changed this afternoon. But that's today done. Reeling my other rod now. The last one out there. The tide is absolutely screaming through. So, it's been a pretty good session. It's been that cracking bass to start the day off. 2 hounds, a dog and a bull ass. This one's snagged as well, is it? Feels like this one's snagged. You will find that on the drop. When you get the tide ripping you right, you will lose gear now and then, as you can see. There was a couple guys to my right hand side, and one of them lost loads of gear, but it looked like line snags. Yeah, it looks like, that feels like a line snag because you can feel it pulling through it. But I think we're gonna have to pull for a break on this one as well. Oh well. Yes, I feel like it's coming now. Yeah, it's definitely moving. Be nice if it was a fish, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's coming now. Yeah, it's pulled out. So chances are that was a line snag. And I obviously just cut the old line. Right, let's reel this in, get packed up. So that's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Had a few fish out. And got to plan a next session now. Not too sure where to go. Might head down to Chesil. I was down there a few days ago, but the fishing was really hard work. And my mic was playing up, so I couldn't even film. So I might get back down there and have a round 2. So until the next video, I'll see you then, and thanks for watching.